out. Today is a sunny, warm September 12th, 2024. I'm back somewhere I haven't really been in a while. This is Grand Central Terminal. Don't call it Grand Central Station, or even worse, Grand Central Madison and the Long Island wing downstairs. Chances are, if you do, you stand a very good chance of being thrown into the cold, clammy, bacteria microorganism infested Hudson River. And when you emerge, you would be in a state of decay, and it would be just a horrid experience dealing with humanity to have to go through that. So my advice is to call it Grand Central Terminal, nothing else. Time is 3:22 p.m. I just stepped off train 737 at Scarborough station on the Hudson Line. Probably the prettiest station, the most scenic station on the electrified portion. Gonna hang out in this area and head up to Ossining later and catch the evening rush hour on Metro North's Hudson Line. Another gorgeous day. It's about 78 degrees. Humidity isn't too bad. Beautiful sunny skies. We've really had some terrific weather much of this month so far. And approaching at 3:28 is train 837, Grand Central to Poughkeepsie.
Please step back from the edge of the platform. Standing on or past the yellow platform edge strip is dangerous.
As beautiful as this spot is, right now it's a little bit of a liability. There are lantern flies all over the place. I see a lot of squashed ones on the platform. Some that are still alive that I just can't seem to get. They're too quick. And some of them are actually flying on me. Although they don't bite, they're a pain in the neck and they must be killed at all costs. Well, here comes 768, Croton Harmon to Grand Central at 3:35. But quite a ways he's going to be hugging the riverbank. It's just beautiful here. We should see at least 3 of the heritage units. Penn Central, the 40th anniversary unit, and the New York Central I can account for thus far. Yeah, look at them all. Alive and dead. They're all over the place. I've never seen so many lantern flies in one place. That was an equipment train out of Harmon headed for Grand Central. He's running down track number 2. Tracks numbered from left to right, 3, 1, 2, 4. That was actually 2770, equipment from Croton Harmon to Grand Central. 770 should be following, and it will have the 40th anniversary Employee Appreciation Unit on the rear. 3:50, here comes train 739, Grand Central Croton Harmon local. See if we hear any M7A echoes. And approaching at 3:54 is 870 from Poughkeepsie to Grand Central. There it is, the employee's 40th anniversary tribute locomotive, 214. Pretty soon we'll see train 839 with the 217, the Penn Central unit. Between trains, I've been kept pretty busy stomping out lanternflies. I must have killed about 30 of them already. Some of them are very hard to catch, but they don't seem to see you coming from behind. They're an invasive insect that started in Pennsylvania back in 2014, and they've obviously spread out of that state. Well, approaching at 3:57, you can hear the trains coming from miles. This is Amtrak 235, en route from Penn Station, New York to Albany, Rensselaer. 839 shouldn't be too far behind, as the lanternflies are romancing me. This is the time of day they start sending equipment trains out of Harmon down to Grand Central for the rush hour. Hopefully with a little bit of luck, we'll see all 5 heritage units. I can account for 3 of them. All right, at 4:01, here comes Metro North 839, Grand Central to Poughkeepsie with the Penn Central Heritage Unit, number 217. That thing glistens in the sun. Approaching now at 4:04 is train 770, Croton Harmon to Grand Central with M3As. Reliable, Bud built, 1980s built M3As. 426, here comes Metro North Local 741. Grand Central to Croton Harmon. And while he stopped here, he's going to be passed by the Lakeshore Limited, train 49 from New York to Chicago. Keep an ear out for these M7A Echoes. These are just like the Long Island M7s, but there are slight differences in the appearance and in the internal configuration. The seats face away from the center of the car. On the Long Island, they face toward the center of the car. comes 49, the Lakeshore Limited to Chicago. That's a much longer Lakeshore consist. I remember during the pandemic it was puny. Did you hear that M7A echo there? Well, approaching at 4:30 is 841 Grand Central to Poughkeepsie. He's kind of dogging it behind 741, which was a little late. Well, here comes 772, the local. Croton Harmon to Grand Central at 4:32. They must have all been in sync. I didn't hear any echo there. But one of my viewers has been reminding me about these M7 echoes since the beginning of time. And lately I've kind of taken an interest because they do sound kind of harmonic. Absolutely gorgeous. There's that lagoon over there. The next two southbounds from Poughkeepsie to Grand Central will have heritage units on them. 874 Poughkeepsie Grand Central will have a New Haven heritage unit. And 876 will have the 211, the New York Central Heritage Unit. If you count the New Haven engines with the newest Heritage units, they have a total of 9. There are 4 New Haven units, and those New Haven units are owned by the state of Connecticut, but they still look sharp. Never get tired of seeing them. I just thank God these things don't bite, because if they did, I'd have to go inside. They're everywhere. My God. Equipment moved to Grand Central 452. Well, 745, the local to Croton Harmon is coming in. Here comes 874, Poughkeepsie Grand Central with a New Haven. Here's 745 with M7As, local to Croton Harmon. That echo. Well, here comes 843 to Poughkeepsie as 774 with M7s is going to blank it out. Sneaking behind the 774 was Amtrak 290, the Ethan Allen Express from Burlington, Vermont to Penn Station. Here we're located at a little park just south of the station. Beautiful sight. Amtrak 237, Penn Station, Albany, Rensselaer. Right, approaching Croton Harmon bound at 5:27 is train 747 with M3s. About to pass the old station at 5:31 is train 749, Grand Central to Croton Harmon. Approaching at 5:32 is 876, Poughkeepsie Grand Central. He'll have the New York Central Heritage Unit on the rear. And departing for Grand Central out of Scarborough at 5:37 is 776, Croton Harmon to Grand Central. Here's 878, Poughkeepsie Grand Central at 5:57. My God, I see 3 trains out there. We got 755, a local, actually 753, a local for Croton Harmon, with 849, the Super Express to Poughkeepsie, gaining on him, and right behind him is 851. That's like a normal Poughkeepsie local. You'll see 753 take off for his next stop at Ossining, and 851 ought to sneak in behind him. Yeah, they're using 3, 1, and 2 for outbound trains. And 6 o'clock on the dot, that was train 48, the Lakeshore Limited from Chicago to New York. He's in good shape. Just got off 755 at Ossining. Ossining's claim to fame is it's the home of Sing Sing Prison. Sing Sing has been around since 1824. It was actually renamed in 1970 to the Ossining Correctional Facility, but then in 1985 they renamed it back to Sing Sing. Sing Sing is actually a Native American name, and this is an important stop for Metro North. Both locals and express trains stop here, at least most of them. 244, Albany Rensselaer to New York Penn. By at 6:14. Here's 853 Super Express Beacon, the next stop. At 6:15, non-stop, Grand Central to Beacon. And coming in at 6:18 is train 757, Croton Harmon Local. One more stop after here, and he'll be there. Here's 855 for Poughkeepsie at 6:20. Well, the next one at Poughkeepsie, 857, will have the 40th anniversary of employee tribute locomotive, the 214. Amtrak. Amtrak 239 en route from New York Penn to Albany Rensselaer. Here's train 759 for Croton Harmon, arriving at 6:29. I'll tell you, on the Long Island Railroad, the M3s are kind of hard to find. Lately, they've been caught on Atlantic Terminal shuttles out of Jamaica, and a few loosely running on other lines, but mostly on the Brooklyn trains. But Metro North, they're pretty widespread. Approaching is train 880 from Poughkeepsie to Grand Central. Penn Central unit on the rear. Coming by in a few minutes, 8:57.
Taxis on Hudson, Amtrak, Riverside, Spike Diver, Marble Hill, Yankee, AC 153rd Street, Harlem 125th Street, and Grand Central Terminal.
Well, approaching at 6:37 is train 780 from Croton Harmon to Grand Central, local, with more M3s. Metro North isn't fussy about where they run them and when they run them. I know this Metro North conductor who likes these things quite a bit. He's a real foamer for these M3s. You know who you are. And I think everybody around here knows who he is. It's very easy to find. You'll find them on wanted posters in any post office. Here comes 8:57 at 6:42. With the 214 Employees Heritage Unit. Fitted with an E-bell too. Yeah, so I've seen 3 out of the 5. Some more than once. Here's the Ossining waterfront. This looks very nice. You can get a ferry over to Haverstraw on the opposite side of the river from here. The ferry dock is right there. Right here is the number 3 Westerly Bar and Grill. I saw the menu. Looks a little pricey. A little ways from the station is the Boathouse Restaurant. The menu looks a little more reasonable and they have a good variety of food, seafood. The view here is beautiful, gorgeous.